southern is just like insane, you know? And then when the eastern side tried to corner off and form Biafra, it was like the ex-colonists were like, no, we don't want that. So they instead empower Nigeria to crush that country. And they're like, no, we want you guys to stay like this so we can continue to pillage and take all of your resources. And it's like the footprints of colonialism are still all over Nigeria. It's in the shape of the country. It's in the map. And it's like, okay, now we're here. How do we fix this? Even in Nigeria, I still see it. It's there. The footprints of colonialism are all over that country. Nigeria should have never been a country. The difference in ideology from the northern side to the southern is just like insane, you know? And then when the eastern side tried to corner off and form Biafra, it was like the ex-colonists were like, no, we don't want that. So they instead empower Nigeria to crush that country. And they're like, no, we want you guys to stay like this so we can continue to pillage and take all of your resources. And it's like the footprints of colonialism are still all over Nigeria. It's in the shape of the country. It's in the map. And it's like, okay, now we're here. How do we fix this? Even in Nigeria, I still see it. It's there. The footprints of colonialism.
Chidubem, nice to have you. You are the first person to comment. How are we all doing? I hope all is well with you. Thank you for your comment, Chidubem. Nice to have you. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back to our channel. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it, and let it go viral. We are here this morning to go through some of the things that we couldn't touch on our Let Our broadcast, and some news that we have this morning as well concerning, concerning our movement, about our people, about our, our demand and our hope. So, the people that are still, pushing to have a protest are doing their best to convince people, to achieve that. Okay. They are doing their best to achieve that. Excuse me. Okay, just a moment, please. I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. Let me do this. Very important.
There's a lot all over that country. Nigeria should have never been a country. The difference in ideology from the northern side to the southern is just like insane, you know? And then when the eastern side tried to corner off and form Biafra, it was like the ex-colonists were like, no, we don't want that. So they instead, colonialism are still all over.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. OBS, my dear, nice to have you. Good morning to you. There were. So they are still doing their best to convince themselves that, no, look, you can still do it. You can still do it. And the whole thing is staring in their faces. They know that they can't do. You are not meant to push for that. All right? You're not meant to push for that. And everything is falling falling good the way it should be. You understand? Things are turning around and the way it should be as well. But before we go through that, I would like us to, let me remind you of what I discussed in our previous video. I talked about what a mega gift and some IPOB, how they want to take glory of every good thing that comes out. Every good that comes out, they want to eat glory. They want to take the glory of it, and we are not going to, unless if it did not come to me, if once it gets to me, I will debunk it instantly. Still on the tomato from Soka, still on the same tomato. I was thinking that it's only a mega gift that is doing that propaganda that IPOB have done that. Let me read it again for you to understand before we move forward. Because the reason why I'm bringing it back is because another of DOS members are now following the same trend, the same way of lying to people that they're trying to revolutionize agriculture in Igbo land or in Biafra land, and by so doing, you should contribute money. That's the target. Here is what the Deceptive said, and I will now bring to you what another person in support of the US are saying as well. The best is yet to come, and the IPOB agricultural revolution in Southeast is yielding results. Expect more harvest this year and in the future. The farmers here don't even know them. They don't have nothing. Just like you, imagine you as you are watching me now. You have poultry farm, and maybe God beautify your poultry farm, and you made a video, or maybe your relatives made a video, or someone made a video about your poultry farm and publish it, post it without even your consent. These people will not, they will take that video and put it, that IPOB effort on, on husbandry, making sure that we have meat to eat in our region is yielding good fruit. You that own the poultry farm will be like, wow, who are these people? This is my farm. I don't even know them. Do they support me? No. They don't even know that I exist. That is what is going on here. Now, this one we know, of course. This is the kind of person that of course, if you know him, you know him. This is the kind of thing he loves to, dabble into. The Biafran, I don't even know. I don't need to call him Biafran child. He said his name is General. All right. The same thing. I'm not going to play the video because it's the same video. He did not even say a word. Just put people's video and target IPOB. He said, see Nsoka tomatoes by the Nsoka farmers. The agricultural revolution in Biafran land, Israel. One of the achievements of DOS leaders by Mazichike Dozim, they are forcing everything. If tomorrow, if you wake up tomorrow and your chicken begin to lay eggs, is glory be to DOS and IPOB. That this your chicken that are normally lay 3 eggs. It's not laying 13 eggs. That is what these people are doing. If somebody's wife is pregnant, oh, glory be to God here, because they want to take the glory from God. Glory be to DOS and IPOB. This man's wife is now pregnant, if not because of IPOB good work. Why they are pushing those good work to IPOB and DOS is simply because they want you to see them as right channel. They are doing good, and somehow they are the one to provide and protect your land miraculously, as if you are so daft that you don't even know what is going on. We do. That people don't talk does not mean that they don't know. They do, but they just want to talk. Pay attention. Hear this voice. Then the man, the farmer himself, made this video, and just listen.
So that we still they appreciate them. People waiting say
no. Let me.
No more credit to iPod. We make me come go back to farm. See what I go see for my farm to do. I begin back and go house. I make this small video. So they appreciate them. People waiting say our family they produce melon. And the one that they see now one farm. Now you produce all this melon way they see like this. Now one farm. Now one farm way. But then they sweet me die. See what I get for only one farm. You get this one, one more. This one don't sweet me. That is, I don't feel talk. I just say make a give credit my fault. We make me go back to farm. Say my go farm. As in they talk, say make we go back to farm. We'll go back to farm. Almost see the farm product. Like this. Oluwa don't run my matter for me. Oh, this one sweet me die.
Now, this video you are just listening to now is a talkover video. The real farmer did not say this. They made a talkover on somebody's video and publish it. They can go at extra mile. People that took what they call it? They call them model. There's one model from somewhere in Africa. They used that woman and cut off they did the image of the boyfriend and add PM picture on PM face on that picture, just to try to convince the friend that PM is hanging out with the ladies, having fun. The same thing that they did to Mazam Khan and name it that Nigerian government are the one painting Mazi Makano bad. But remember, how many of you remember when they took Mazi Makano's picture and trying to blackmail him that he was sleeping with a woman? Unfortunately to them, that woman that is in the picture happened to be Mazi Makano's wife. This is the kind of blackmail and propaganda that people can do. A farmer will not stand this way. Just let me play it again. A farmer will not stand this way. This one, if you ask this person that made this video, that you heard his voice note or his voice of this video, if you ask him, Wanna, tell me how you farm this melon. The person, he will be looking at you because he's a talk about. I can. If you give me this, if you want, I can do my own video on this one. I have a editing platform to do that. I can do it. Just download it and drag all the volume down and begin to talk. Once you after talking, then upload, extract it out, and video is ready for you. With that, you'll be hearing my voice, and because first of all, the person that the farmer supposed to be touching this, you know how a farmer behave now. They will pick it up. This is my one night. Because you are in Igbo land, but hear the language. These are people hiding in Lagos. And Igbo man. Thank God for IPOB. Out to average. Ashocha.
More credit to IPOB. We make me come go back to farm. See what I go see for my farm to do. I begin back and come house. I make this small video. So they appreciate them. People waiting say, our family they produce melon. I be more than they see am na one farm. Now you produce all this melon where they see like this. Now one farm. Now one farm. Let the sweet me die. See what I get for only one farm. Now you get this one. One more. This one don't sweet me. Guys.
Does this guy sound like a farmer? If you have farmed before, you understand what I'm saying. If you harvest this from your farmland and you want to tell people how good, how happy you are, and you'll be touching this. You tell someone one now video can go to the buy if na or na orubo kafa. You have him computer. And by the way, this time is not time to harvest melon. If you're a farmer, you understand what I'm saying. It's not yet time to harvest melon. Okay, it's not yet time. Because normally you should be down through, August, September. Then you pick up melon like this. You have one from any kind of buy any. That's a good thing. This is it. People can lie, and worst part is that when they're supposed to do, showcase their talent in line, they will run away because they will not even make a comment. But you see how far they can go to do propaganda. My brother Triple M, good morning to you. God bless you. Yes, I did. Of course, God is in control. God is in control. I hope everything is all right with you, my brother. Nice to have you on this one. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Not this normal broadcast. Sometimes many people are not. Many people are busy. Many are busy, but you have to do it so that whenever they have time for it and they can watch it. It's always good for us, because if I happen to compile all the videos, it will be too many. It will be 2 minutes for me to bring it in one video. So sometimes it's good for us to see how you manage ourselves to squeeze time and discuss about what is supposed to talk about. We are here discussing about many things, but we want to start from this DOS agent and their propaganda, which we are going to go through, but not all of them. We have to pick the one that is necessary, and we discuss about it and waive the ones. Anyway, that is it for now about their, hyping that from, like I said, I may tell my people to make a video. I may do it intentionally to make a video of farmland from my place, and I will just give it a random media platform, just publish it there to make sure they probably target IPOB. They will grab the video. Another testimony is here. Doshi. Testimony from where? So you are not. How many people in IPP know how to farm? Just because one thing they don't understand is that when you are talking to Biafrans, you are talking to people that are aware of what you are talking about. If you want to talk about mechanic, how many Biafrans we have many mechanic? You want to discuss about motor parts business, you cannot just use it to because when the Maya motor parts were formed on an IPB, not a Biafran struggle, not a Biafran freedom movement. If you want to talk about sewing clothes, that's to make clothes. Do you know how many talented Igbos that venture on that have studied it years? They are good at that. So when you want to lie, make sure that you are well informed. This tomato they're talking about, because you can only teach somebody what you know. You don't teach somebody what you don't know. You are trying to tell Biafrans that you are, because of you told them to go and cultivate. You that is talking, do you know how to cultivate? Can you farm? Can you farm? How many of these people in the US can farm ordinary cassava? If I ask you how many months does it take for you to farm cassava and harvest it, you cannot answer that without going to Google. And how many species of cassava do we have in our land? Can you name them? Even yam. What do you know about yam? You just want to talk because you saw that people are blessed with their effort. And these people maybe they have been doing this kind of thing, but you have opportunity to see the video now. Probably because somebody stumbled, on maybe met them in the market and wow, where is this tomato coming from? They said no, it's not from north, it's from here. He or she said to make a video. That's why you are seeing it. Maybe last year we have this kind of tomato in the same market, but nobody was able to make the video, and the farmers don't have time for that. How many of them are on social media? But they want to take glory now. Oh, this one. Okay, somebody is here in the market. If not that the lady made the video and said, this is in Isoka market, and publish it. And the first people that lay hand on it is not IPO. So people have shared the video, it have gone viral. That's why they have, out of shame, they still share it anyway, then tag it themselves. If not, they would have take the video, the voice of the lady out, and put their own voice that I thank God, IPOB, I thank you now for, like this one is saying now. A farmer don't make video to show this kind of video to show people how his effort and how God bless him in his farm and all that. If a farmer have harvest yam, for example, and heap the yam, all right, and he want to show people this is the yam that I harvest today, the quantity and the quality of the yam, he will call somebody like this our brother they called and is an Amberian that they called him in two I think somebody that like to dress in cultural attire, that he have a place, maybe 2 plots of land or 3, I don't know how big that place is, that he to show our culture, how we celebrate, how Asian people live their life. Sometimes he puts on something like aka, on his legs, and he's dressed like when you watch his video, if you want to talk about anything about maybe the harvest, he will bring it in trempan or okwa, as we call it in Igbo language, and he display it and he make a kind of discourse about it. He will tell somebody, hold this camera and let us show. Can I go send the buy? That's what he normally do in his video. I don't know if some of you have seen him or not, but maybe one of these days I will bring his video up so that you see the man I'm talking about. He's a young guy, not an old person, but he loves to discuss the welfare of Igbos from Anambra. He used that land, he designed it. In fact, even the fence that he used in that land, he used it with mud, like as in the olden days, like what you can see in Nigerian movie and all that. He maintained. He did not bring this kind of what we know now like technology and new modern things. It's not that he don't have the money. This guy have cars, okay, but the way he loved the culture. Ihujinoko, Kesi Awaji, Kesi Edunana. Even sometimes you see some ladies, people are visiting him. All these Igbo celebrities and the skit makers, they're going there to make some video with him just to say hi. But when he want to show people what he's doing, what Igbos are known for, he's don't go behind the camera and start giving you false notes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just want to expose that the tactics of these people trying to lie to our people, deceiving them that this is what they can offer and this is what they can gain and all that. We know, I'm and say Iman warning like that. We know what you are trying, what the game, everything they're doing is just to make people see, okay, even though they're not farming for black people, but at least they're teaching our people how to farm. They are doing their best to make sure that our neighbor do okay. They need to support. So since ESN is not selling anymore, they will start telling you we need to supply fertilizer to farmers. We need to buy fertilizer to farmers. We need to support them with a tractor. So let's not give that kind of chance. It doesn't worth it at all. It doesn't they don't want it. So let me
on its knees to fight another war.
I'm just seeing the comments. I'm just seeing the comment now. And which means it has been long that my voice are not coming out. What a joke. My goodness. What is going on here? So all this while, I just refreshed my comment and I noticed that my voice have been muted for a very long time. So everything I've been saying all this while did not even matter. Can you just imagine? Okay, let me open the charts from my PC because I was relying on my phone. I feel like beating myself now. I wasted my time all this while with that, and it's not your fault, guys. You put comment there, but the same thing happened at a go. I muted myself without knowing, and my chat is not even giving me any update. The last comment I was seeing was the one from our brother here, Triple M, and that a comment before he complained about the me muting myself. So I've been talking all this while without any. I don't even know that my voice was not coming out. Okay, let me repeat myself. All right, but sometimes when this is not something that you prepare to talk. When I'm analyzing something, the way it comes, the way I will say it. But what can I say? Let me start from the video from the beginning.
The voices of millions of Igbo cannot be heard, so that Nigerians can understand the degree to which secession by the Igbo represents their popular choice. Nigeria has had to fight wars to preserve a terrible war to preserve the country. The North has paid its dues in that war, and indeed in many ways throughout the history of our country. Under our current circumstances, no Nigerian should welcome another war to keep this country together. The North in particular has more than enough challenges, and we recognize that violent secession by any
succession. I don't know if you guys, if you got that part. Because actually I don't know when the mic muted. I don't even know. So that at least I don't have any idea of where I stop and where I can start. But in case if I repeat what I said, please with me because I was not. I don't even know that I didn't know that my voice was not coming out, and I was hoping that everything was on air without knowing that I was talking to myself. Unfortunately, but let's see how we can go about it. So he made mention of people, violence, agitation, and people should not support anything that will lead to another war. That is the only thing that he said here that I appreciate so much. Every other thing have a questionable, have any kind of interior motive. But if you choose not to, fight war, like I said, we don't support war. I hate it. Okay? I hate it. I don't preach for violence. I don't preach for anybody buying anybody. I don't support it in any shape or form. But if you push somebody and push and push and push, the person have right to push back. That is natural. There's no two ways about it. You don't learn that from church or in school. Even a pet, like I give an instance of a pet. So I don't know if you guys heard that part. If that part is one of the, if it's part of the one you heard before, I don't know. To be honest with you, but let me say it again. If you have a pet and that pet, you have been playing with the pet, you are having fun with your pet, probably dog or pussycat or anything at all. Your pet, your animal pet, you understand? So you have this kind of pet that you love so much. Any day you change, that pet will change. That pet will remember they have a teeth. Do you understand? If you have a dog, for example, and you used to, touch your dog, touch it on your head, rub your hand on the dog, and you are playing with your dog. Any day you want to play and maybe you hit that dog with knife or something hard, the dog will be very angry on you. The dog will realize that, no, you want to take away my life. That is natural. So imagine human being. So when you see them talking about people should not, that if that is what people want, nobody should stand in that way. I accept. That's a good thing to. But will federal government have, hold this advice? I don't think so, because, like I said, maybe the angels of God will harden their hearts, not to allow them to do what they should do, to make sure that everything live peacefully. All right? Because you cannot pretend that these people that want their freedom, they have any bad thing against you. And this man made mention of that Igbo people choosing Igbo going out from Nigeria is not a good a good move for them. Let me not put word in his mouth. Let me allow him to say that, so that I will quote him right.
Terms of all Nigerians under which we live. The forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it.
Now, before then, he said Igbo leadership is in support of it. Funny enough, it's coming from somebody that is in support, a group of people, not only him, that is in support of banditry, herdsmen, and Boko Haram, and ISWAP in a country. So you guys appear to be a supporter of those terrorist groups. Do you understand? And it's a no-no for people. That you guys, Muslim, does not mean that every other faith must go down for it. No. And you don't see that as an issue. You are not saying that the Igbo people are in support of it. And for your information, there is no Igbo leaders in support of anything. Is your Hanese, your puppets, that you can pray, you guys are pressing them like a toy? What do they have anything to offer? Does Hanese even know what people want? When last did you hear Hanese's press release? Like I asked before, without knowing that I muted myself. When last did you hear them making press release? Normally, how this works is, if you want to, give press release, journalists will come to you to interview, to hear what you want to say. Unless if there's something that's bothering you as a public figure, you want it to be in public, you can invite them to grant you an interview. Then by so doing, you can then tell people your mind. But you have to pay for that. But when you are doing what people want, there's no need to pay. Journalists will be begging for you to say something. That's a two different thing. I cannot see that Ohanese, probably they have press release they want to give out. And they'll be calling, oh, Shehu, are you in the office? I'm coming with something. Or guys say, make I drop this thing for una. Make una errand. Then you have to give them charge. You have to give them money, bill to pay you as a media platform. They'll be the one to. But when you are not paying attention, okay, to what people want, you'll be the one chasing journalists. That's what Ohanese is doing now. When last did you hear from them? And even if they give press release, who cares? It's just there. Their press release is just there. Nobody cares about what they said. Ohanese youth, Ohanese. The only thing we can hear from them is, okay, Samarepa must be kidnapped, or the Biafra must. When this man says something, he said here that Igbo leaders appear to be in support of it. He's just trying to see if because normally with that, before PM and the government in Ezra, kick off. Once they make a comment like this, it will not take 24 hours or 48 hours. You hear press release from Ohanese advising everybody that they should, be calm and peaceful. That Ohanese don't support any freedom movement, anything like Biafra that is condemnable. That they should not. Nobody should pay attention to them. that the Ohanese leadership is intact, is strong and waxing in Nigeria, that everything will fall to good. That kind of press release, the Northerners will be laughing, smiling. But now, those ones, the Northerners know that even if they do that press release, it holds zero water. And it's a problem. That's why he's not telling you that if that is what they want, let them go. Nobody should stand on the way. That Northerners have a lot of problem issues. They have a lot of issues, in the north, and they cannot afford to go for war or anything to keep Nigeria one again. His advice is very, very nice, that federal government should not entertain or anybody support anything war. But currently, your boys are fighting in Biafran land. Are you saying you're not aware of that, of Musa? Even if you don't pay attention, you know that as a Northerner that love arms and ammunition, you should be aware that the granite and stick that you guys, the federal government are buying, and jets, all of them are in the hands of Musa boys, and Musa is using it, to do one or two things in our land. You made mention of Igbo leaders and support of it. Are you saying that you are hopeful of them who happen to be your number one hitman in our land is in support of Biafra? Maybe are you saying you don't follow his updates? Because I believe that he must be reporting to his masters in the north, and you as a man have access to most of those reports. You shouldn't be a strange thing to you. You should have access, and I believe you do. So, or maybe you are trying to lie here, because if not, how can you say that Igbos leaders are in support of Biafra? That's the most funny things that I have heard today. I don't know why you have that kind of mentality that Igbos leaders are. And who is the even leaders you're talking about? Are you talking about political stooge? Because the leaders we have in Igbo land, we know them. Okay, we know, and you yourself know. If you don't know, when anything happens in Igbo land, who do people call? I mean, what is the hotline that people call? Who do they contact? We saw a 94 years old woman that his brother-in-law chased her out from her husband's house. What happened? Who settled the matter? Oh, you don't know. That means you are not paying attention. And he said again that Igbo leaders are in support of the whole of Biafran freedom. Where is when last did you talk to Ohanese? What do they say about Igbo? Are you not aware that they place bounty on Samunepa, PM? You're not aware of it? Don't lie, please.
Then the country should be advised not to stand in its way.
Thank you. Please, that advice about federal government will not hear, because currently they are fighting Biafran. They are buying our people. Musa said that it's a asymmetric war. That's what he said. And war with who? He said that in the north, Northern region have an issue that are bothering them. And that upon that issue that you admitted that you have, the fighter jet and all the gravel that you guys are buying from abroad, where are you guys using it? In Southeast. So, fighter jets in the Southeast, looking for whom to send to Dunkin.com. But you admit that in the north, you have an issue in your hands. And this issue you're talking about, can we know them? Because last time I checked, the issue you have is Boko Haram, herdsmen, banditry, and you extend it to other regions with very clear intention to create fear and torture in the minds of your so-called co-citizens, so that they will give you Ruga, give you a chance to officially establish caliphate. Then you started by having a Sadiki, from Sadiki to, what again do they call it? Not imam. They normally, what they do is a Sadiki of this, Sadiki of that. From that Sadiki, that place is gone. You now change the name and demography of that region to Fulani, because to you, your conscience is very, very clear, because every land belongs belongs to Fulani, is given to you, because they believe that they are the only one that Allah created. Allah don't create other people. That's their mentality. But we cannot waste much time on that. We know the intention and the agendas of the Northerners. That's not the fact.
it will not be in the interest, it will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigeria to leave a country we have all toiled to build and a country we all have responsibility to fix.
It will not be the best choice for Igbos to leave a country that we all toiled to build. In local grammar. Okay, so what will be the interest of Igbo people is you being in control of the hem of affairs of Nigerian. Since 1960s, you produce president, you take over everything. Everybody, if you can, you have right to plant governors. You guys have metaphors to that level that you can tell us who will be the governor. If anybody want to be a governor in the Southeast today, no matter how strong your political fatalism is in the Southeast, it doesn't hold water. It's not a guarantee. Once you join APC, your chance is very high, very, very, very high. Okay, very, very high, no matter where you come from. Gandhi made it clear recently that the intention is to take over all the Southeastern region with APC. And the oath of office from the political parties is very, very simple. Do not challenge us. Submit your land to us, and you will be our eyes in your region. That's what kept Hope where he is today. That agreement. And the same thing is what they want to replicate in other regions. They use Devomai. You just deviate from PDP. Just join us. You see yourself as the president of the Southeast. We will make you president. Okay. Okay, let me buy people from Izambo. Let me buy people from Ntezi. He will buy. After buying, give full and everything. When there's a day that Fulani people buy people enough, buy to that test in the Ebonyi State. Therefore, on his arrival, he wanted to expose himself. He controlled himself back. Because he said that upon all we have done for you, and what we have done for them, and is this how they're going to pay us back? After saying that, what happened? That the investigation is going on today. Investigation is going on. Because he wants to be president by any means necessary. Where is their presence today? Foul. Senate president, the same thing. The vice president, the same, nothing. Today, he's Minister of Transportation. I think, is it transportation or I think it's transportation? Just for you to see how these people, the extent they can go to have their hands in Nigerian politics, deceiving people and lying. Now, back to what this man said. That it is not of interest of Igbo people to leave the country that everybody have thought they have gathered and thought and worked together. In a teaching Igbo, then you turn around to tell us, oh, it is not in your interest. And in this interest we are talking about is Igbo people looking at you, building every federal parastatals in North. Seaport is not in Southeast. Of course, it's not. It cannot be because it's Southeast, right? No international airport. Of course, it's not possible. If you want to build a refinery, even though the oil come from the region, back to Kaduna, back to Lagos, none of them is working. You lay pipeline from different land down to far north to Niger, and that is what you think that is of interest of Igbo. That is what you want. When Igbo man will say, okay, I want to contest as a Nigerian, even though my forefathers and my eye, we know that we are slaves. Well, but I want to see if I can clean off this slavery in me. You said no. Never will you be president. They will rub it in your face. And the annoying part is, you see their children that are not even up to what you have. Insulting you, telling you that we are born to rule and you are nothing. Even the so-called Igbo after us from the Igbo land, carved in another state. We still turn around and tell you that if you continue this, look at this man advancing in the Igbo. That if Igbo continue this way, they will never ever be president of this country. A country that you are not informed when they created it. A country that have not even benefit you. You don't even have anything different from what Igbo people have. I'm talking about in Sima, those of them that are from the south. or Asari Dokubo of this world, that Asari Dokubo is that he can afford to eat 3 square meals because of oil, giving you oil, opportunity to be, pipeline guider. You guide pipeline and security and all that. That's all. That's all. Without it, nothing more. At their watch, in their presence, they hang this what's the name of this man? King Sararuwa. King Sararuwa from Ogoniland. What was his offense during the time of Abacha? That the Ogoniland, that he want Ogoniland to be cleaned. A land that was polluted by the same oil and oil company, oil sectors, they're quiet. People are dying. Do you know what people are going through in that part of Niger Delta where they're making oil? Nobody is speaking for it. But any of them that managed to come out to afford laptop and handphone and internet, go and see their comments. Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that. This country, but in their village, people are being by for just because of avoidable sickness. Is Nigeria the only country in the world that produce oil? How many villages in the Kuwait is going through what people that have oil in their land are going through in Nigeria? How many? Imagine in the north, you have companies, you are making oil for federal government. The northern position will make sure they will team up. They will make sure that there's a allocation going to that village every month. There must be not federal government, no, not state government, no. There must be an allocation going to the indigenous people of that location. And you tell me that Northerners are not smart. They are very, very smart people. Very, very smart people. And here this man, he's trying to drag Igbo politicians out to start defending themselves. No, we are not part of this freedom. We are different. That is the part they want to play here. But because of federal government in the NSI, even if those people decide to jump out to make press release, and now it is worthless. It will be just there, nothing to show. Just like his Romanian office they are. Nothing to produce, nothing to offer at all. Now, let's hear him more.
But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria.
Thank you. Don't fight another war to keep Igbo in Nigeria. I hope the federal government will understand and start advising Musa. Okay? Advise Musa to stop killing our people. Stop killing our people for asking for freedom. Nobody is dragging Musa's father's land. Now, here, this is a.
Why was Almajiri school system scrapped? Why was it abandoned?
This Awusa lady is asking a question, and she is a Christian, because I was even thinking that she's a Muslim, because once I see them with this kind of hair ties and all that, I always tag them all as because I have not been I have not spent time there. I visited, but I'm not a northerner, to be honest with you.
System in northern Nigeria. There's a serious agenda to keep the people of northern Nigeria uneducated. Why was Almajiri school system scrapped? Why was it abandoned? Why are the insurgents and insecurity affecting schools? Why is the Almajiri system that is leading a lot of children astray, that is causing untimely deaths of children, malnutrition? All these abandoned children are used as pawns during whatever. Why are they still allowed to function? I'm not a Muslim, so for one, I would not tell you I understand wholeheartedly what the Almajiri system is all about. But I have questions. Who accounts for the lives of these children when they die untimely? Who accounts for them when they do not eat? Why is this system allowed to flourish in the north? Even though we know it does more harm than good. I know a lot of people come after me and start attacking me and say, Almajiri, you don't understand it, keep quiet. I know, when I don't do it before. So it's not news. I'm not bothered about you, and I don't even care about what you think. I'm just asking these questions. Why is it that all the schools that have been attacked are mostly in the north? First, the northern system of education is even, I will talk about it separately. But now, I definitely and I am very sure that the system of education in northern Nigeria is planned. There's just a plan around it. Think about it for a second. All the school children that have been kidnapped, all the universities, the secondary schools that have been attacked, what areas are they?
But you speak Hausa now, so don't you know the meaning of Boko Haram? I thought they said that it simply means that Western education is forbidden. Is that not what Boko Haram represents? So why are you asking as if you are speaking your first language is Igbo language or Yoruba language? Come on, you should know better.
Why is it that people are not bringing educational system and programs to northern Nigeria? We have the highest number of out of school children, yet we still keep building mosques and churches. Nobody's building school, nobody's rehabilitating the children, nobody's giving these scholarships that you're seeing, all of them are scam. Because how many scholarships do they give to the north? The very few elites who send the children out abroad to study, they attack them. Congo's not tried it. What happened? Did somebody continue? No. Our children had to be brought back to Nigeria because some of them could not pay their school fees. Had to be absorbed back into the system. So why is the system of education in?
The question you are asking is what people that are not from the north should ask. You from the north, I think you should know better. Do you understand? You should know better. Everything is working upside down in Nigeria. Everything is turned upside down because the education system that we're talking about, that was what Jonathan focused during his time in the north. And how did they pay him back? Yemere out. Protest against him and push him out. After all, they want Baba. They call him Baba. What is name? What is name? The nickname of Buhari? They called him Baba something. Right after that, Baba, what happened? Everything back to ground zero. Anyway, the issue of this Igbo guy called Bill Lord is still trending. It's still trending, and why is because people have different opinion about Bill Lord. Some people are saying that his customers have launched a lot of complaint about the way he serves, the way he treats his customers and all that. But one thing that Igbo people are good at is using everything in them to prove that their brother that is a victim, like what Bill Lord is going through now, is deserved. But another tribe, when it happened to another people from the same country, they will run around to make sure that they protect their own. Between Bill Lord and Tinubu, for example, who's supposed to be detained in a decent environment where justice can. Tinubu is not supposed to contest it for president. That's just a fact. Now let's hear. Don't take this guy serious. This guy is just a comedian anyway. But I will start with his video.
See this Bilot guy, this guy they employ about 200 people for a company. Small boy, never even starting. They create job and employment. Show and pepe. Who are you to dream big in this country? Who you be? When job not there, unemployment is on the rise. You say you want to be useful in Nigeria. Small boy, suffer. You go suffer well. Go suffer. I'm calling on everybody who get power for this country. May they bring that boy down. How you go day, they pay people salary, and they never even reach 30 years old. Is that what the country is? So is that the plan that the country has for you? Just the great payment solution platform. build points, they use your brain, they think smart in this country. In Nigeria, you came from nothing. You're using your head to do something useful in Nigeria. They suffer well. They suffer. No correct them. No correct them. If he's making a mistake at that young age, if he's making a mistake in business, I don't think the right thing to do is to correct him. I think the right thing to do is to take everything from him. That way, even the families that are collecting salary and all those things, they will learn a good lesson that in this country, don't use your brain. Who are you? Who are you to want to do something useful with your life? Get mind. Get mind. Thank God say I don't be me in charge of all those. What I use your eyes here. Young boy, making sense out of your life. Why? How are you different from the people taking one or two things, spotting all these bets? Why are you different from them? Let's show and Pepe. Let's show the boy Pepe. Very good. Show and Pepe. Young boy, employing people. Something way some I even say that they share money for a village. Same thing with politicians they do. They worship them. Young boy they do them. They punish the boy, they show, they drill them. Because this thing now, the way the news and the whatever is all about him and his company, people will fear to even trade. So the thing will even bring the company down. So that everybody will know where we did. I think it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So that everybody will learn, say, there are some things you don't do. And even if you dare to be big, they will show you Pepe. Yes, I think it's a good thing. Naija. It is well.
Okay, that is his own opinion, and let's hear from this one is the some of you, if you have shared this guy's video before, this one that called Pastor Okeze is a Yoruba person, and he will feel just something that he himself cannot do is what he's praising seeing another woman doing. Now let me start from the beginning. You hear him.
Reports reaching us from Force Headquarters, Nigeria Police Force, over the Bilod issue. I'm reading from their website, like I said. I'm not going to use blog for this one, because blog will tell you what you want here, which is to magnify things. Look at what they said. Alleged fraud, violation of CBN Act. Police interrogates CEO, Bilod Group of Companies, Linus Williams. The first CID, in bracket, Nigeria Police Force, NCCC, that NCC means what? National Cyber Crime Control Unit, is currently investigating complaints lodged against B Lord Group, B Lord Real Estate Limited, B Lord Jet Pay Limited, and Bill Point Technology. These offenses include allegations bordering on 1, cryptocurrency F, alleged internet fraud, computer-related fraud, funding, and non-compliance with what? Regulatory frameworks. We will do due diligence in our investigation. Our cyberspace in Nigeria must be safe and secured by all means. We are committed to achieving that. All that. This is the latest report, and I love this. And I just want to talk. Now look at what is here. As I look at just the latter, terrorism matter. Now, non-gunmen of Southeast have been a boko of North. Well, I trust the police to do their job, and I trust the lawyers of Bilod to do his job.
Now, this is an Igbo man. His name is Dr. Paul Ezike. Now, when you hear him talking, all of a sudden he trusts police to do their job. All of a sudden, because it has to do with an Igbo man. Because I'm not supporting anything, any crime. I'm not saying that people should, pardon Igbo man that commit any offense. But can this thing that you are seeing now be replicated when it has to do with another person from another region, maybe a northern or a southwest? The answer is no. And This guy is saying, look at it, you have spoken well, very reasonable talk. But when he has to do with Tinubu, it will be unreasonable for you people to talk like this. When it has to do with people like what is the name of the one they caught in the Dubai, hush puppy, it will be unreasonable because it is from my tribe. But any man bashing this guy, okay, claiming that police have right to do whatever they want to do investigation, it's among all the criminals and criminal activities. Let's assume that this guy commits. Let's assume, okay, that he has something that he has committed. This guy, nobody complained that he duped his money and all that, and he said the guy is an Igbo man financing in the Is that not funny? An Igbo man. There's something that you will say that I will tell you yes. An Igbo man financing in the something that he will not add money to his pocket. He will finance it. It's not possible. Even to finance his freedom, he don't want to finance it. Let alone Ogbonigwe. When I see the Ogbonigwe's report in that post, I laugh. In fact, that is the end of my interest in that so-called report. And this man here, the policeman, is an Igbo man. This one is an Igbo man. The one talking here is an Igbo man. And all that, this one is what this guy is saying. This guy that posted is a Yoruba man, like I said. His own interest is to see whether this guy will study his, because that's what they do. You know, as the because that is what they do. They don't want you to. They don't want to feel that you are actually doing that in which they are known for. Let's listen to this guy.
On this matter, I wait for since before I could talk with him. I won't talk. First and foremost, this is a welcome development. Like I really said, when there's an allegation, bring the person forth, investigate them. If the person is innocent, you move on. If the person not innocent, you know what to do. Let the law take its course.
Fine, but why do you always want the law to take its course when it has to do with an Igbo man? Why not generalizing it? Have you picked up the other issues before this one and tell us how the same law and the same police that you said you trust, how they have been handling cases? This is why, if you know, other people like this guy that is from Yoruba land, they know how gullible and how senseless our people can be. That's why they will tell you that Igbo man don't love themselves, because to them, siding their own criminal is love, whereas you don't do that, don't do the same. You see the difference?
Because look at the screenshot. I want to say, if the CP like, make him buy his own brother or betray him to claim good man. This is not a tribal issue. If Nigeria is going to get better, whether an Igbo man or Hausa man or Sokoto man or any man or Yoruba.
So must Nigeria get better start from your Igbo man? Between Nigeria today and in Nigerian government, which tribe have looted money more than another? If they ask you to pick the number one, if they ask you now, list tribes that, I agree that all of them have looted, but mention number one looter tribe in Nigeria. Mention one. So if you want to fix this your Nigeria, you have to start with the Igbo man. Who is in charge of Nigerian government and Nigerian affairs? What has been missing in Nigerian government? Some people, you know, like I said, I'm not against you for doing this right when you have a criminal, right? But are you going to see the same thing when it has to do with another non-Igbo person? That's why I have issue with the whole thing.
Fico, that's not the case, because the CP in charge of this case is a full-blooded Igbo man. I saw his name, define his name, so an Igbo man. So dear Igbo people, this is not an issue against Igbos. That's the truth. It's not. I'm not supporting Bilod. I'm not siding Bilod. I'm not supporting anybody. I am supporting the area of truth. But let this be an advice and a warning. As a business person doing business in Nigeria, one, don't post or flaunt your wealth.
Now, this your advice is good, right? But let us, senators, are they Nigerians? Like, judging by what you just said now, are senators Nigerians, or are they different Nigerians from different planets? I mean, is their own law different? Because we saw somebody like this guy, then what they call this Kogi man? This Kogi man that always that dancing senator. Isn't dancing or singing senator? Oh, what is the name of this man? Dino Melayo. Dino always flash his expensive cars, his garage and everything, right? So what is the difference between Dino and other Nigerians? Okay, musicians from other tribe show off their wealth. What is different? But when he has to do it with anybody, man, he wants them to be coordinated and control themselves. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against anybody. I'm not saying that you should show what you have and brag about it. No, I'm just trying to tell you that if you make law that if you show off your wealth and this and that, there's no protection for you. Where I have problem is you having somebody having law and law enforcement agent that will protect one person, and when Mr. B has to got himself in trouble, like what you consider to be a problem or a trouble, and when A commits it, you waive it. There's a waive. When B commits it, there must be. You have to follow due process. Can you maintain due process in every cases or every issue? No, you don't. You only focus. And Igbo people, okay, let me tell you, if this guy happened to be the Yoruba person, and he said what he said here, the headline from this Yoruba guy will change. He will start attacking this one. But when you make a video against your own brother, they will tell you that you have done well. Like what he said here. That's why Masan said, whenever they praise you, look at yourself that you have lost the way. Whenever they started praising you, that's the key word. The keynote here is when you are doing something and you see a northerner or somebody from other political talks from Yoruba land, if they started praising you, then go and examine yourself. Something is wrong. You have spoken well, very reasonable talk. That's what he said here. Reasonable talk, isn't it? But when it has to do with someone from your tribe, it's unreasonable.
What people don't know sometimes is that when you flaunt wealth, you attract enemies to yourself. Because like we rarely heard, maybe now the petition starts. Before this last petition was sent for mismanagement and not taking care of customers and all that, say petitions don't take ground. We all heard it, right? So it means they don't take when matter they ground. Every businessman should know, say, as your business they grow, you get enemies. So number one, monitor how they flood. Don't every way you buy, you go post. Every way you buy, you go post. Bill Lord wedded his wife some days ago, about 2 weeks ago, and I hear 500,000 in the telegram. So it means you don't deal with the monitor. That's one. Beware how they post things for social media space. Number two, know how to relate to customer complaints. Seriously speaking, Bill Lord in the angle of handling customers, they well. See here, there's something called customer control unit of every company.
They well, but you have not done business with him. You see, he's doing all those things for Nigerians to see him as a good citizen, but any day Chineke against this analysis they're saying that you have done well here. Bring this your style and your mentality to analyze a Yoruba man or Hausa person the way you are doing to this Igbo person. Then that day you know that your followership, they are monitoring you. You have limits. They will tell you, why don't you focus on your own? Focus on your region. Like they're telling you, people like you today that won't make everything right. Go to your state and protest. Don't protest in our land. In one country, it's unheard of that a country have, in a country, people have where they have to go and protest and where they have where they will not protest. So if they want you to protest in your state, in your region, where you come from, that simply means you are not the same country. What again do you want? Since Igbo man you are not allowed to protest, for a common problem in another man's land, Yoruba land. You are not supposed to protest there. Go to your state and protest. That is pure division, and that is pure evidence that the country is not one. So you pretending that you are lying to yourself. Anyway, I don't think I have to further, this video because it's almost 8 minutes video, and we have played only 3 minutes 30 seconds. So, and I'm trying my best to manage the time we have on this video. So let's not waste much time on that. A mega gift and the US are still pushing, because why they are pushing for revolution and supporting protests is because they have been looking for a way to, hide all they have committed all this while. That's why they believe that revolution now will make it look like they achieved something, with the Shawara. And these are people that are fighting, looking for Biafran independence. But they're supporting protests to make Nigeria to work. You see the contradiction? You are looking for a way to break out, to bring your neck out from this hole. At the same time, you are supporting somebody that is making, protesting to make the same people that are holding you to last long. That is madness, at highest order. And before I move on, let me read what he said here. He said, "Can revolution happen in Nigeria?" So that is a question that shows that you can see the desperation. So desperate. Can a revolution happen in Nigeria? And he shared it with a free sovereign and all that, free. And yesterday he wanted to buy Igbo people with emotion that Sowore is talking for, demanding that Mazakano should be released. Because Sowore is so eager to see what is going on in Kenya, the masses. He just want to lead such mass movement. So where they will call him for negotiation and interview, where he will answer some things and use more to build heaven on earth in Nigeria and all that. He forgot that not that he forgot. He know that the Northerners have their own agenda. You cannot shadow them from the South. They don't believe that because they have been eating from the table of presidency for a very long time. There is no election that will come to Nigeria today that you will not see a Northerner president or vice. It's not possible. This is a country that they are telling you that you don't need to go because it's not of your interest to go because you guys have built it for a very long time and all that garbage. Anyway, Deputy Minister of Other Room said, Zoo and their bad hearts. Sometime when you listen to those one Nigerian people, you will find out that these people are just set of useless people. That's what my brother said here. Nice to have you on the program. Thank you so much for your comment. Okute Biafra said this. Now listen. Okute Biafra, the claim that he made here is deep, but I am not in position to analyze it. Okay, but I have something to say about it. IPOB Nigerian Limited, the real IPOB US, is now working with some people, I think, in this Biafran government in exile to bring this government down. My PM, Simon Ekpa, go on the ground to bring these evil people out. Don't trust anyone until Biafra come. And this post is one that I feel like something may be wrong somewhere. He said is non-confirmed that US Nigeria Limited is in Biafran government in exile, even in homeland. PM, do your findings to bring them out. I don't know how true this is. I don't know how real this information is, but the claim is very, very big, very, very big claim. And I don't know why this brother choose to make such claim. Is there anything that he knows that we don't know? PM is in better position and the government in exile to do what they can. But I hope PM, because he always pay attention to the details, I believe that he will see his post and do the needful. Maybe if the guy you can also reach out to cabinet members and pass that information you have. What makes you think that IPOB and NAN they have infiltrated the group or the government? It's not even something that one can be afraid of. No, I don't think you don't need to. PM said something in the past, which I think I don't know how I can get that video now. That's, if you're in Biafran community and you are here to sabotage anything, that the consequences is very, very heavy. He made it clear from get-go that he does not have any friend. Some of you have seen the video. It's not, PM is not someone that will announcement. The Biafran government attention has been drawn to the bragging of Omai, the fucked Ohaneze, and illegitimate Governor Hope Uzodimma, that Southeast will not join. Oh my goodness, the picture is okay. Thank God he's back. The Southeast will not join protests against drug lords official. That's what PM said. I'm just reading. I'm not calling him any name. So, platform YouTube, please don't quote me wrong. I'm reading from what PM post here. Biafran government in exile, Prime Minister, and that's what he said. Just because the Biafran government announced that it will not join street protests to save Biafrans from being killed. Tell these criminals that we started protesting against official bats even before he became the president, from general election, and after that we continue to protest against him every Monday till today. Another protest is the fourth day lockdown that is coming in addition to every Monday sit at home. What we said was that Biafrans will not join Nigerians to protest in the street. So PM is trying to caution the Omai and his group, celebrating that Igbos are now rejecting the protests against their master. You see, if Omai and those politicians, if they are decent and they are reasonable enough, why is he celebrating that? What is, as if you own Tinubu a duty to make sure that people, that all this thing you are doing, it doesn't make any sense, because Omai, in Nigeria, the reason why they prefer to do anything to find themselves in control of power is because once you become governor, there's a salary that will be taken as a governor, and even though after you have served and gone, that money is there. It will be going until the last day the person die on this earth. And if you serve as a governor and somehow manage to win, Senate, you find yourself in a lower chamber or upper chamber, red chamber, whatever they call that. After serving as a senator, another money will be coming into your account, allowances every month as well. So you see how they make their money. Like I made mention of Dino Melai. Dino was an activist that claimed that he loved people. Once he's from his activism until he become senator, until this day, Dino have stopped. He's an activist. Now he's doing what he was once criticizing. Like Showore of this world. Showore looked like that if you see him, you think that he's ready to protest and do this and make things right. Once you let him just contest or bring him to Senate House. Once he lay hands on the allowances of senators, he will wage war against anybody that talk about the senators' allowances, and he will buy you if you stand on his way. So these are things that we need to let our people know that that's what they do and what they're known for. Okay?
Is the question. Why is it that the Europeans are afraid of other countries within Africa, may follow up the breakup of Nigeria, and they would want to break up and form their own country? I want you to be able to ask yourself, why are they thinking like this? Because I have come across a lot of arguments where somebody will say, okay, they want to maintain Nigeria so that, because they are afraid. According to them, during the 1970 Biafra, the issue was that if Biafra, succeeded in breaking away from Nigeria, other African countries will want to
follow suit. Now, I ask again, why are they afraid of that? My people, it is not about natural resources. Some people say they are afraid to lose natural resources. It is not afraid to lose natural resources. No. Of course, business is part of it. Business is part of it, which natural resources is also one of the factors. But this is not the issue. The issue here is not about the natural resources. Because anyhow, they are still going to have access to these natural resources. Somehow, they are going to have access to it. But it is not about natural resources. Well, so when natural resources is one compelling factor, but we should go beyond natural resources. It is time we begin to think beyond natural resources. It is not about natural resources. They are afraid of the economic power that will come, afraid for you to know what they know. So it is not about natural resources. If you are thinking that it is because of natural resources, my brother, somehow you are right, but you are not right completely. You are getting the main point very wrong. The point here is that they are afraid of you adopting the system that made them what they are today. And what is that system? Dividing your country along tribal line. And that is what we want to do. We want to do in Biafra. That is exactly the brain we want to bring to Biafra. We want to bring Biafra, and Biafra will be divided along tribal line. That Efik, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people will be the confederated state of Biafra. You are going to have your own government, your own autonomy, make decisions, control your natural resources. If you have 1 trillion ton of whatever you have in your land, you control it. And we are going to have the central government. And it is going to be joint military. The military is going to be like a NATO. If anybody is attacked, the entire Biafra will come. So we are going to have one common defense system. One common defense system. You see, just like this Europe is a little bit different. Europe is, they have countries and all that. And within this country of Europe, there are countries that have autonomy, that have also autonomy within their own countries. Believe me, this is what they don't want us to do. This is what they don't want you to do. The Europeans discover that when they are together as one bunch people with different background, different culture, different language, different understanding, different thinking, things were not working. Things were not working. From 1940, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, when these countries in Europe were still in one big for nothing country, there were no progress. In fact, do you know that, let me tell you, when they tell you that in Nigeria, in Benin or so, or is it in Ibadan or so, they have television before Switzerland. They have television, TV in Nigeria. Or in Yoruba land, they have TV before Switzerland. Do you know why? Do you know why Yoruba were able to have television before some countries in Europe? Because that time the economy was divided along tribal line. You have, they call it region. They call it regional government. They call it region. It is not region. It was divided along tribal line. And the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during that time, Oduduwa, Yoruba have their embassies, their consulate, even in the United Kingdom. And according to them, they even had their own passport. Oduduwa you see today, Yoruba people you see today, have their own passport. Do you know why they were able to go to that length? Because it was along tribal line.
So Yoruba people was fighting to make sure they are the best in Nigeria. And they're actually the best. They were the best. They were able to have television station before Switzerland. So now, where did they get it wrong? Where did they get it wrong? They get it wrong when they gave up this opportunity to govern themselves along tribal line. They gave it up to Nigeria. And the problem of Nigeria and the problem of Yoruba started from there. Today, they can't boast of it. Everything gone into the thin air. The embassy, the passport, the Yoruba people travel to London. Before they go to London, the British government have their data. That was how good and organized the Yorubas were. So why it has become imperative for me to teach this thing in a different way is that a lot of people are having misconception of what Biafra is going to be. So we are going to have the confederated state of Biafra along tribal line. For those who are saying Igbo is going to dominate you is a fallacy. For those who are saying Ijo is going to dominate you is a fallacy. For those, I don't think we should even be arguing about Igbo domination because it is nowhere where Igbo have dominated anybody. But that is by the way. So what we are talking about now is the government, the system of government of Biafra. What is it going to be like? So anybody that is telling you that leave the people alone or leave that people alone, the people are just, they are just being a nuisance because they don't, either they understand what is actually going on or they just decided not to understand what we are talking about. So what we are talking about is that the confederated state will be divided along tribal line. All ethnic group making up Biafra will be the confederated state because that is what Europe, that is what the Western world have done and they are progressing today. So that when you are arguing with somebody from Efik, you don't need to impose your ideas, your culture, how you can progress to somebody who is from Efik. You don't need to go to Ijo. Ijo people will rise up. Ijo people will decide what they are going to do, how they are going to develop. Of course, we are going to be watching. We are going to be, our own is that it is going to be competition. Competition. We want every confederated state in Biafra to progress and build infrastructure. We want to see road. We want to see how Nigeria now when you are on this year, you don't know which one is pepper. You don't know which one is dust. When you see all this man roast this year is red. You think you are eating pepper and you are eating suya. You are eating dust. You are eating dust. Poison.
Okay, thank you so much. This is where we are going to end the video. Thank you so much for being with me this hour. I really appreciate that so much. Please like the video before you go, and if you are new, subscribe. We are going to come back again, probably our late night broadcast. So that's why you need to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we come live, you will be notified that we are active. Freeman is here. We are just joining me, my brother. I am about to end the video. We have spent almost 1 hour 48 minutes, going 2 hours. So we have been here for quite some time, and we are going to end it now. Thank you so much, guys, and I really appreciate that. Freeman, see you again later. Or when maybe on our let our broadcast. Hopefully, we are going to be here again. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Bye bye for now. Take care.